Okay, we are back, and if I can settle them down, we'll get back into this. No, obviously you can tell that they're friends, and that's kind of what I think is so really endearing about this whole story is that you run together and you go to these races together. And I'm not saying that they finish together necessarily, because, you know, and maybe obviously, Kim, you've run 61 marathons, so they're not all with you on these, but you know, I think the friendship and running together really is cool. So how did this all start? Like, where did you meet and all of that? Who wants to share?
Well, I can start. I met Heidi when we worked together at TMI Hospitality, and she introduced me to the rest of the ladies with just getting together for running group and training for something.
So you all were runners beforehand, or maybe even just starting, but you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna join a running group. I know there's a lot of running groups out there, so that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And then you meet, and you obviously hit it off.
Yeah.
But what's the best part about going to these marathons? Besides the satisfaction of finishing.
Yeah.
It helps when we are signed up together, so we're on the same training plan.
Sure.
So it's hard to put in those long miles on the weekends alone. So when we're training for the same marathon, we have to do the same 22 milers on the weekends, and those are hard. So having somebody there accountable. Kim and I run 3 days a week and then we work out the other 2 days. So we see each other 5 days a week. To have somebody there keep you accountable means a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, you've got to. And jumping to that training together, that's awesome too, that you train together. And not always running. That's, I think, good for people to know that you're not just that, they're not that crazy when they're running every single day, but you're doing other workouts as well, because you have to. How many years have you been running, do you think? Heidi?
14 maybe.
Okay, that's a lot of years.
20.
You, Kim?
20
20
I did
years.
my first marathon 20 years ago.
20 years ago. And I think that's phenomenal. I'm just like so impressed by all of you. So, okay, let's go with this friendship. Like, the reason you run, that you keep running and you keep doing this.
Setting goals, that's my ultimate. It just feels so good to set goals. It's like, okay, I did 10 marathons. Now I wonder if I can do 20 and then 50. Wow. And it's just those goals fulfill me.
How about you, Kristen? What do you love the most about all this?
For me, it's an excuse to travel. To be honest, I met a runner from Chicago years ago, and he told me the best way to explore a city is to run their marathon.
Okay.
Because the course should take you through all of the highlights of that city, and I've taken that to heart. So if there's a place that I want to explore, I'll sign up for their marathon, and I'll go there.
Anybody else, a different reason maybe that they're running?
And I think it's sharing those experiences. I know some of us have been to cities before, but like Berlin. We hadn't been there before, so we got to share that together and have those memories together as well.
Well, and then you're also going out and having fun, and we probably didn't show all the fun pictures. I know some of you were wearing tutus in pictures, and there's, you know, I've seen so many other pictures of you guys traveling and doing fun things besides the races themselves.
This was such a fun trip. We went to Napa, California, and it was a women's half marathon.
Oh yeah.
Lots of wine, of course.
I know. Wine glasses in this. This is my kind of race.
Yeah, and that was Philadelphia. These ladies, so.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so much fun that you're having along the way, and I think, you know, when you're running so much, you have to do that. Yeah. Anything else you want to share about your group as a whole, and just or where you're going in the future? What's next?
What's next?
Arizona for you guys.
Yeah. Lisa and I are going to running Mesa, Arizona in February.
Okay. And I have to point out, Kim, did you not just run 2 races within 2 marathons within 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month?
This one I did London October 3rd, and then New York November 7th.
Wow. And the 50th race, or the 50th anniversary of the New York City Marathon too. That was pretty cool that you got to experience that.
Yeah, it was
so
incredible.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being with us.
Well, thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
To you all. Maybe someday I'll go running with you. Maybe. Anyway, all right. Thanks for coming in.
Yes,
Thank you.
Coming up on today's show, students at West Fargo High are breaking out the barber sets and the meat pies. They're performing Sweeney Todd.